and I challenge you to show me that you've got the mental toughness after playing on the road back-to-back weeks. You answered that question. You damn right you did.
Josh Adams, who gets loose at the line of scrimmage, nothing but green grass ahead of him. Touchdown, off of the hands of Phillips and into Drew Tranquils.
What an athletic play into the end zone by EQ.
Measure to the end zone, and it's picked off. Touchdown, Durham Smythe. And now down goes Kai at the worst time possible.
Welcome, Irish fans, to this week's edition of Inside Notre Dame Football with Brian Kelly. I'm Jack Nolan. The Irish answered Coach Kelly's challenge by dominating the Miami Redhawks from the opening seconds of a 52-17 win here at Notre Dame Stadium. Josh Adams broke free for a 73-yard touchdown run on the game's second play. Adams would add another long TD run in the quarter, and the Irish would score two more first-quarter touchdowns off turnovers, an interception by Greer Martini and a strip sack by Jerry Tillery. The Irish led 28-7 after one quarter and stretched the lead to 45-14 at halftime. Brian Kelly's players headed to the locker room knowing they had already met their coach's challenge with 30 minutes still to play.
It was just good to come out here and start out strong. Kind of not, take any opponent that we play lightly. Trying to, go out there and dominate as an offense. Work at what we've been practicing for all week. So. That's what we want to do as an offense, try to start fast and finish strong, so I think that we definitely did that.
That was what we expected. That was the expectation of us to come out and dominate this game. That was the standard that we set for ourselves, and we were able to accomplish that, and it's a great team win for us. It feels great.
Inside Notre Dame Football is presented by TireRack.com and brought to you by Team Notre Dame partners, Coca-Cola, Under Armour, and Gatorade. Inside Notre Dame Football is also brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of Notre Dame Athletics, Vivid Seats, Canon, Xfinity, Delta Airlines, proud to be the official airline of Notre Dame Athletics, Nissan, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, and SiriusXM.
What pleased you the most about the win over Miami?
The way we came out. So many times in my career you have that, trap game or a letdown after two very physical games on the road. And I challenged our football team the preceding Monday to come out and play to the standards of Notre Dame football, and they really did that. 45 points in the first half was a statement about coming to play the game the right way all the time.
The second play of the game, Josh Adams, 73 yards for the score.
Yeah, and a great run by Josh. We're on a combination block up to the middle linebacker. The middle linebacker blitzes. We don't get off the combination in time. He makes a miss, and just a physical run. So if you watch that run, there's no mistaking the speed, the physicality, and then the way he finished that run off. It was a highlight tape.
And then Greer Martini with a highlight tape interception. Great hands, and he returns at 42 yards.
That's a great play by Greer, because that was a switch route that they run quite a bit. He had seen it quite a bit. He sank on the inside vertical, and they bend that back into the formation, and he stayed on it, got his hands on it, and had a nice return. And again, we've been very opportunistic, and we turned that interception into points, and I think we've done a great job all year of doing so.
You had to go for it on 4th and 11, and you come up with a 21-yard pass to Chase Claypool.
Yeah, it just shows you what Brandon's capable of doing. There were a couple of misreads earlier in that series, but on 4th down, he stays in the pocket, steps up, and delivers a strike on a field dig route, and again, that's what he's capable of doing. We just got to get him to do it more consistently, and he will as he continues to mature.
Defense steps right back up. Jerry Tillery with the strip sack, Jay Hayes with the recovery, and you're on your way again.
Great job of flushing the pocket. again, I think one thing that is getting overlooked a little bit is the pressure that we're putting on the quarterback. We talk about the takeaways, and certainly we're doing a great job there. I think we're 15th in the country in turnover takeaway, but we're getting pressure on the quarterback, and in this instance, we were able to flush the quarterback, get hands on the ball, and then Jay Hayes comes up with the great recovery, and we're able again to turn that into points.
And you're getting it with both sacks and hurries. How are you getting it? What's changed?
Well, I just think the edge players are playing with such a physicality, with great speed. You know, we're seeing it from a number of different players. You know, you're getting Dalen Hayes off the edge. You're getting Julian Okora. We saw Khalid Kareem. Andrew Trumbetti. So it's not just one guy. It's been a collection of guys that have gotten physically stronger, and Coach Elston, I think, has been doing a great job on pass rush and using their hands and, you know, just playing to the echo of the whistle.
And after the strip sack, you score again to go up 28-7. It's a nice touch pass by Brandon to Claypool.
Really was. I mean, we were looking for a one-on-one matchup. We got it, and it was Chase's first touchdown. He does a great job with his body control, keeps 1 foot in the end zone, and it was really, really nice to see him celebrate and be really excited about catching his first touchdown pass at Notre Dame.
I've been doing this a long time. I don't think I've ever used the phrase Notre Dame now leads in the points off turnovers category 70-3.
Yeah, that's a pretty big number. But it's the way this team has been constructed, in that we're going to run the football. We're going to be highly efficient on the offensive side of the ball because of that. And then we are going to preach the fundamentals day in and day out about taking away the football. And Coach Elko does a great job with that. And then from an offensive standpoint, we're going to minimize any of our mistakes in the red zone by really putting it in the hands of an offensive line and running backs that are extremely physical.
You were very public, and when you hired Mike Elko, we're going to take the ball away. Did you expect, again, to be this effective this quickly?
Mike, wherever he's been, has been one of the top teams in the country in terms of getting turnovers. Last year, I think he had over 25 at Wake Forest. So we knew that we were going to be able to turn that tide here. It's just great to see that start to come to fruition early in his tenure here. He's only been here a very short period of time, and you can see it because he's taught every single day. It doesn't happen by accident. You don't just come in and say, all right, we're going to take it away. He teaches it every single day. So that teaching is now really a trust that our players have, and they believe that when the ball is exposed, they're going to take it away.
You wanted this team to win as a complete team, and they're doing it. But I think the two traits that are standing out the most now is you take the football away and you run the football.
Yeah.
Why are you running the football so well?
Well, I think you start with, the left side of our line has two of the best, maybe as a tandem, as good as we've had here, at least since I've been here. We've had some great players, don't get me wrong, but these two together are outstanding players in McGlinchey and Nelson. And then add some really, really good players in Sam Mustafer and Bars. And on the right side, you've got two freshmen that are playing so well, and Hainsey and Kramer. And 5 tight ends, that all are interchangeable, that can block. And then, the depth at the running back position. So it starts with the seniors on the left side, but then it grows to a unit that is just made for the physicality that we're looking for.
Obviously, winning is fun. It's also easier to win when you're having fun. And it appears that this team is not only having fun, but they really like being together, from staff to each other. Is that contributing to this team's success right now?
Oh, I think when your locker room cares about each other, there's no question that contributes to your success. They've worked hard together since January. This has been a commitment that, just didn't happen when we went to camp. This is January at 5:30 in the morning, getting up every single day. And it's because everybody's been accountable. right? So it hasn't been, well, this group hasn't been accountable, they've gotten away with it. Everybody's in it together. So when there's that bond that everybody has been pulling the same amount of weight, it brings a team close together.
After recording back-to-back road victories by 20 or more points for the first time since 1983, Notre Dame returned home to face a classic trap game against Miami. This week's edition of Irish Connection gives us a behind-the-scenes look at how the Fighting Irish avoided falling into that trap.
I think the one thing I'm so proud of is the progress that we've made in a very short period of time. Let's not get in the way of progress today. Go out there and play Notre Dame football for 4 quarters.
The number 22 Notre Dame Fighting Irish set to play host to the Miami Redhawks.
Josh Adams is 17th running back to eclipse 2,000 yards.
Now to the ground, Josh Adams with a first down and then some.
On the run, hello end zone, here he comes and he's in. Josh Adams busted, 73 yards. That brings up 2nd down and 9 where they spot the ball. Here's Ragland firing downfield, intercepted by Notre Dame.
Intercepted by Greer Martini. Martini looking like a running back into Red Hawk territory.
Here's a handoff. Running into open field is Josh Adams. Can he do it again?
Adams cuts it back and he's off to the races.
And they finally, no, they don't get him. He goes in. The remarkable Josh Adams.
And 2nd down 15. And Ragland, ball comes out, fumble, recovered by Notre Dame. Jay Hayes recovers. Seems to me it's a good time here to get Brandon Wimbush going.
He has guys in man coverage. He's just got to set himself and throw strikes.
Touch pass to Claypool. Touchdown.
Notre Dame overwhelming Miami in the first quarter. Here's a handoff and a run and nothing, maybe a loss of a yard to Kenny Young. Moving his feet, looking for a place to go. Stands in, and Wimbush gets the ball away for a completion to St. Brown.
Nice pocket again, underneath to St. Brown. A sprint to the end zone.
Turning the corner inside the 5 and diving to the pylon is Equinemius St. Brown. And it's touchdown, Notre Dame.
Birthday boy. Because it's your birthday boy.
Here's Wimbush, long ball downfield, receivers out there. Miles Boykin takes it in. He caught it and stepped by the defender.
54 yards, Brandon Wimbush showing patience and nice touch to Miles Boykin.
Great catch.
Good job, everyone. The Irish in control, leading by 31 points.
But this game is 4 quarters of football. It's not 2. So everybody needs to be committed to playing this thing the right way. Let's go play.
One speed. One speed. Expectations are high. Let's go.
Khalid Kareem with the sack. Getting a hand up is Julian Love. Miami going for it here on 4th down. And Drew Tranquil is there along with Niles Morgan. Notre Dame defense comes through on 4th down. Shoots it downfield to Chris Fink. What a catch! Let's go, Fink! McIntosh off the right side. He finds some room inside the 10. Touchdown Irish.
Two great friends shake hands at midfield. Chuck Martin, Brian Kelly.
This is the 900th win in program history. That's pretty significant, huh?
I challenge you to show me that you've got the mental toughness. You answered that question. You damn right you did. It's been complimentary. Defense taking the football away, offense scoring points. We got one more on the road. We got to become road warriors. Road warriors.
Shaun Crawford has been through a lot during his years at Notre Dame. He tore his ACL during training camp of his freshman year and missed the season. He tore an Achilles tendon in the second game last year and missed the rest of that season. But Crawford never got down on himself and never stopped working hard to get back on the field. And boy, has he returned in a big way this season. In 5 games, Crawford has picked off 2 passes, broken up 2, forced a fumble, recovered 2 more, and picked up half a sack against Miami to become one of the most impactful players in the Irish defense and earn the right to run this week's 60-second drill. Browns, Cavaliers, or Indians?
Cavs.
Get up early or sleep in?
Sleep in.
One thing you always hear from Coach Light in practice?
Get a fit.
What is better, an interception, a forced fumble, or a sack?
Interception.
Toughest player to tackle on the team?
Josh Adams.
Hardest hitter on the team?
Niles Morgan.
Best singer on the team?
Owusu.
Best dancer on the team?
Chris Fink.
Best comedian on the team?
Jay Hayes.
Best dresser on the team?
Brandon Wimbush.
Worst dresser on the team?
Brandon Tiesom.
Best thing about playing for Notre Dame?
The tradition, the family, the fans, the history behind it, the new stadium now, locker room, all of it's great. The gold helmets, and playing on TV every weekend.
Josh Adams is running his way into the Heisman Trophy conversation by turning in head-shaking rushing numbers nearly every week. Saturday, he picked up 159 yards on just 8 carries, including touchdown runs of 73 and 59 yards. That 59-yard run embodied all the running skills Adams brings to the football field: speed, agility, strength, and physicality. It's also this week's Notre Dame Ticket Exchange, powered by Vivid Seats, Play of the Week.
Back to the ground game, more Adams and another first down. Adams cuts it back and he's off to the races. Already with a 72-yard touchdown, and there's his second of the day.
It's time now for the experts at TireRack.com question of the week for Coach Kelly. This week's question comes from Matthew Ewell from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. Coach, what is it about Shaun Crawford's style of play and skill level that makes him such an incredible playmaker in crucial moments for the team?
Some guys have these great instincts about knowing the situation in the game and as well how to take the ball away. He just has great instincts about that. Some guys are blessed with it. He's blessed with those traits of, taking the ball away, being in the right position. He's already proven that.
The Irish hit the road again this week for their 3rd game away from Notre Dame Stadium in 4 weeks. Notre Dame takes on North Carolina at 3:30 Eastern Time Saturday afternoon in Chapel Hill. The Tar Heels are banged up and struggling, having lost 4 of their first 5 games, but North Carolina can put the ball in the end zone. The Tar Heels are averaging 28 points per game.
This is an offense that has been and will continue to be explosive. They're missing some players, but there's no excuses there. They don't make excuses, and Coach Fedora's never done that. And they'll have their offense cranked up. They're at home. Here's an opportunity to get their season back. They'll be ready to play, and we'll have to go on the road again.
That will do it for this week's edition of Inside Notre Dame Football. We'll be back next week to break down all the highlights of the Notre Dame-North Carolina game. Until then, thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Irish.
Inside Notre Dame Football is presented by TireRack.com and brought to you by Team Notre Dame partners Coca-Cola, Under Armour, and Gatorade. Inside Notre Dame Football is also brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of Notre Dame Athletics, Vivid Seats, Canon, Xfinity, Delta Airlines, proud to be the official airline of Notre Dame Athletics, Nissan, Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, and SiriusXM.